Every single day I get emails from guys asking me questions like, is this a relapse? Is that a relapse? And what about this? And about that? And it's understandable because, well, every one of us wants to do a good job. So today we are going to talk about looking at pictures on NoFap. Is it okay or not? Scandinavian Bob here, hi. Yeah, a real voice and person behind this video who has been involved in the porn addiction community for 13 years now and helped hundreds of guys quit for good. So if you don't like all these fake AI videos out there, consider subscribing. Well, let's look at this from a PMO rebooting standpoint now, because if you're purely into retention, then obviously looking at some pictures here and there is no big deal. But NoFap in general is more about guys wanting to unhook from a problematic PMO habit, where some of them are even addicted to it. And so for those guys, intentionally looking at pictures with adult content is bad, really bad. And so now you say, okay, but why? Well, here's the deal. It's bad because it's the behavior of intentionally seeking out artificial arousing stuff that is the addiction. Listen, it's not so much exactly what you watch that's the key, because when it comes to your PMO addiction, your brain only cares about what you find arousing. And the key word here is intentionally. Please understand this. If you just happen to see a very hot picture when otherwise doing some other stuff online, well, then that's no problem. It's not even a big problem if you happen to, by mistake, run into a hardcore adult video clip, just as long as you close it right away and move on. Or if your friend stupidly happened to show you something on his phone, like, ooh, look at this hot clip I downloaded. Or if you do some online work and you just unintentionally happen to run into something that you find arousing, well, it's no big deal just as long as you move on and don't engage in it. You didn't intentionally look for it, and so it's no big deal. Now, stop, don't fool yourself here. Don't use what I just said as an excuse and start twisting my words. For example, if you start to think something like this, okay, so Bob says that if I see something by accident, it's no big deal. So I'll just go to this particular Reddit page where there often is some hot stuff just so I get to see some eye candy by accident. No! Can you see the problem with that? If you're thinking like that, then you are intentionally going there just because you might get a glimpse of something. Guys, remember the following words. If you intentionally seek out artificial stuff that turns you on, then it's bad for your PMO reboot. No matter if it's pictures, adult-rated stories, some ASMR clips, booty-shaking videos, music videos with hot chicks in it, Instagram models, or whatever. If it's not a real flesh and blood human, it is artificial. You see, it's the seeking, clicking, and following you do online in order to feed and feel your arousal that is the core addiction. Intentionally seeking, bad. Seeing something by accident, no big deal. It is very important that you see the difference between those two, because one is your core addictive behavior and the other is not. And lastly, if you are ever questioning if something is good or bad, then think if it's fake or artificial, just say no. And if it's a real life situation, just say yes, if you and your partner both want to, of course. And oh hey guys, if you haven't already, I highly recommend that you download my 90-day no PMO advice and tool guide while it's still available for free. Now this guide is not an online course or anything big like that, but it's an easy to read PDF file, almost like in bullet point form, with 13 bullet points for each week, as it takes 13 weeks to complete a 90-day challenge. It's a fun and very helpful reboot guide where I have taken into account what I have discovered about how it's normal to react during certain phases of your journey, and then implemented specific action steps that are best suited for you to do during those specific phases. You know, from a psychological and neurobiological standpoint. For example, things that are typical to experience in the second week, and some things that are very normal to run into in the third week, and so on. And of course, I give you suggestions on what to do about it as well. So grab that guide right now while it's still available for free. You can see the guide on the screen right here. Just click on that and get it now. And oh hey guys, take a look at the video you can see on the screen right here if you want to discover how 4 different brain changes start taking place inside your brain if you become addicted to porn. Just take a look right now and you'll see exactly what I mean.